Atlanta Falcons, the Dirty Birds, you know, the Bird Gang, the logo of the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, I'm a Falcons fan. I'm a Falcons fan, been a Falcons fan for a long time. And let me tell you, Atlanta Falcons fans, they have been, we have, however you want to put that, we have been hating our offensive coordinator for at least the last 15 years. And trust me, we have had multiple offensive coordinators and we have been hating them for at least the last 15 years. Let me get started. Let's start with Mike Malarkey, who was our offensive coordinator in 2010. We'll start with 2010 since we're in 2015. That way we can make this very, very simple math. Mike Malarkey, he was our offensive coordinator, and we were actually winning in the regular season with Mike Malarkey. And the key thing about that regular season, we really didn't have any playoff success under Mike Malarkey, and that was a point of contention with the fan base, and they started hating Mike Malarkey. Oh, we'll never win the playoffs with Mike Malarkey as offensive coordinator. His offense isn't explosive enough, and he's ran Michael Turner too much. He won't give Matt Ryan the keys to the car. Oh, we'll never win it all. We'll never win with Mike Malarkey. The fan base hated Mike Malarkey. Hated Mike Malarkey. Hey, we got to get us another offensive coordinator, blah, blah, blah. Enter Dirk Koetter. Dirk Koetter. So we get Koetter in, and fan base hated Dirk Koetter too. They kind of had a different reason of hating Dirk Koetter, but it was hate nonetheless. Oh, man, Dirk Koetter, he don't do nothing but throw screen passes. Man, he don't do nothing but throw screen passes to Julio. Like, you got to throw Julio, the ball deep. You can't give Julio screen. Koetter don't do them screens. Our run game suck with Koetter. Oh, my God, we got to get Dirk Koetter out of here. Will somebody give Dirk Koetter a new job? Oh, fan base hated Dirk Koetter. Hated Koetter. So after Dirk leaves, enter Mr. Kyle Shanahan. And y'all, don't get it twisted. Do not get this twisted. Don't let that Super Bowl in 2016 fool you. This fan base hated Kyle before the Super Bowl happened, and they hate him even more now the Super Bowl is over. Let's start with before the Super Bowl. 2015, this fan base treated Kyle Shanahan worse than they treat Zac Robinson right now. Kyle Shanahan was, oh, man, why did Dan Quinn hire Shanahan? Like, he didn't work in Washington. Like, he messed up RG3. And, oh, man, you never hire a Shanahan. And, man, what is he? He's messing up Matt Ryan. Like, Matt Ryan having a worst season of his career, all because of Kyle Shanahan. Look what he's doing to Ryan. He's making Ryan roll out and do bootlegs. Matt Ryan is a Michael Vick. He's a pocket passer. Oh, my God. If Dan Quinn don't fire Kyle Shanahan, then we need to fire Dan. Then Arthur Blank needs to fire Dan Quinn. Man, this fan base hated Kyle Shanahan in 2015. Again, don't let 2016 fool you. We had one on paper. We had one of the best offenses in NFL history on paper. But for those that don't know, trust me, 2015, this fan base had pitchforks out at Kyle Shanahan. Absolutely hated his guts. 2016 happens. Offense starts clicking. We start humming. We go to the Super Bowl. We know what happened in the Super Bowl. And now, since the Super Bowl, almost every Falcons fans, for the most part, either blames Kyle Shanahan for us losing the Super Bowl, or they give him a great, great, great deal of blame. But nonetheless, his 2-year stint here, Falcons fans, they hated him too. They still hate Kyle Shanahan. I hear people say, hey, man, if I catch Kyle Shanahan in traffic, boy, I'm going to do this to him. I'm going to do that to him. Hated Kyle Shanahan. Next up the bat, Mr. Steve Sarkeesian, who's now the head football coach at Texas. And when Sarkeesian came here, same thing. They hated Sarkeesian. Oh, well, man, when we had Kyle last year, this offense, we were putting up 40 points a game. And, we were doing this with Kyle, we're doing that with Kyle. Sarkeesian don't know what he's doing. Sarkeesian is a drunk. Oh, my God, what are we going to do with this guy? Oh, man, these plays Sark is running, he's trying to run Kyle's playbook, and Sark is in over his head. Like, why do we hire this guy? He, hated Steve Sarkeesian. Oh, well, he's doing this to Matt Ryan, and Matt Ryan's having he's having a bad year in 2017, and it's all because of Sarkeesian. When Kyle was here, he had Matt doing this, but now that Steve is here, Sarkeesian, he's messing up Matt Ryan. Fan base hated Sarkeesian, hated his guts. Now, in between the time, Dirk Koetter did come back for a short stint of time. It was pretty much the same thing. So I don't have to go through the Dirk Koetter episode again because it was pretty much the same type of hate, screen passes, this and that. It was the same thing. Up next, technically would be Dave Ragone, but we're going to say Arthur Blank is the offensive coordinator because he essentially was. He was calling the plays. When Arthur Smith was the head coach, he also was the offensive coordinator, although on paper, we listed another person as the offensive coordinator. But you guessed it. When Arthur Smith was here, fan base hated him as the offensive coordinator. Oh, man, Arthur Smith, oh, my God, these plays he's calling, like, man, what are we doing? We don't do nothing but run the ball like we're a high school team, wishbone this, wishbone that, wishbone this. Oh, he totally messed up Desmond Ritter's career. Man, Arthur Smith can't be the head coach and offensive coordinator. Man, Arthur Smith got to hire somebody to call the plays. Arthur Smith should not be calling the plays. He got too much on his plate. No way he should be the coach and calling the plays. Oh, my God, this part. Oh, man, Derrick Henry made Arthur Smith. He is trash as he's here in Atlanta. All that stuff. Everything under the sun. Fan base, you guessed it, hated Arthur Smith. What a passion. I mean, they hated Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, as far as his play calling goes, he couldn't do anything right to satisfy the Atlanta Falcons fan base. This fan base hated Arthur Smith. What a passion. Some people still hate him. And now now that we got Zac Robinson, who's currently the offensive coordinator, fan base, you guessed it, they hate Zac Robinson. Oh, man, Zac Robinson plays are so predictable. Everybody knows what we're going to run before we run it. Hey, man, he runs nothing but the pistol. We don't do no shotgun. We don't get under center. No play action. Zac Robinson is the worst offensive coordinator in the NFL. Oh, my God, Raheem, you're an idiot. You should have been fired, Zac. Get Zac out of here, man. Oh, he's messing up the team. He's messing up Michael Penix's development, and, he won't throw the Kyle Pitts. Fan base hates Zac Robinson. What a passion, man. They hate Zac. The point I'm trying to get to, and I only went back 15 years, and I've been a Falcons fan since I was born. So I really could have probably went back further than 15 years. But 15 years was a good, nice number to go back to make my point. This fan base hates every offensive coordinator for the last 15 years and possibly longer. They hate them. So when people who are familiar with me, when I tend to defend coaches, Zac Robinson, Raheem Morris, it's because of this. It's because that we're a fan base that's known for scapegoating. I know that because I'm a Falcons fan. I'm in a Falcons fan. I'm within the Falcons community is what I'm trying to say. So I know the narratives that we create. Let me give you an example. It's like your best boy, your homeboy, your friend, your dog, your road dog. If he comes up to you one day, he tells you about his girl, hey man, you know, my girl, man, she tripping, bro. Like, man, I can't deal with it. She doing this to me, she doing that to me. As a good friend, a good friend, hey man, well, you know, hey man, you still young, you know, you got a good job, man. Just let her go. There's plenty of women out there, man. You know, in fact, you know, let's go out to the lounge this weekend. You might find somebody you like. You know, then let's say the same friend, the same homeboy, he comes back for the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th time. Same problem, different women. Same problems, different women. It has come to your attention. He has a problem with every woman that comes in his life. There's never a time when he comes and he's in a new relationship. He's satisfied. The woman isn't doing anything to him. You know, that's kind of what this is. You know, it's almost like the boy that cried wolf. So after so long, your homeboy keeps coming to you with a new girl and brand new problems with the new girl. You tune him out. You naturally just tune him out. It's like, man, all right, bro. You know, you naturally tune him out. That's kind of where I found myself at with all the criticism with offensive coordinators, you know, within our fan base. And not saying that our current offensive coordinator is without fault, or you know, he's doing a good job, a great job, a spectacular job. That's not it. But at some point in time, as fans, we got to stop trying to find a scapegoat every single time. You know, we got to stop trying to find somebody to blame every single time. It's almost like we tend to treat it like these new offensive coordinators walk into situations in Atlanta with a proven resume of us winning, us producing Pro Bowlers consistently, winning records, illustrious history. But that's typically never ever been the case. They normally have to come in here and and they're walking through a junkyard trying to find good parts. But as Falcons fans, we don't always look at stuff like that. But to kind of end this video, the people tend to wonder why I don't lump myself in with most people who just want to talk about and blame Zac Robinson all day, every day. It's like your homeboy who on his 8th new girl, he telling you about all the problems she is. She to blame. She to blame. She to blame. I'm the good person. I'm never to blame. She's always to blame. That's kind of what this fan base has turned to. Hey, but I'm interested to hear y'all thoughts. If you feel like I made a valid point, let me know in the comments. If you feel like I'm full of SHIT, let me know in the comments also. Also, make sure that you do like the video, hit the notification bell, and subscribe to us here at Atlanta Bird Gang. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video. Peace.